The Department of Labor hosted an inception workshop facilitated by the ILO Caribbean Office on June 26th to 27th at the Finance Administrative Center. This was to establish a tripartite mechanism to promote social dialogue among the government, employers, and workers. This important step brings together government, employers, and trade unions to promote inclusive dialogue on international labor standards, as well as national economic and labor policies.
What we're doing is we're supporting the efforts of the Department of Labor in creating a mechanism for social dialogue. And so the mechanism could be either an institution or committee. We use these interchangeably. And it's a committee that brings together representatives of the government, workers, and employers, and it's to discuss policy. So it's really a forum or a place where consultations and negotiations take place.
A foundation for tripartite mechanisms and consultations was established through an exploration of social dialogue institutions across the Caribbean and internationally.
So what we're doing today is, this is what we call an inception workshop. So it's the first workshop that we're organizing. We're going to share information about other social dialogue institutions around the world, so that we will be sharing good practices as well as challenges and just information about how social dialogue institutions are organized in other parts of the world and also in the Caribbean.
This is in an effort to create a foundation for regular social dialogue that precludes industrial action and forms of social and economic disruption resulting from industrial conflict. The Department of Labor, the St. Lucia Trade Union Federation, and the St. Lucia Employers Federation were among the organizations represented.
The purpose of this dialogue is to ensure that we minimize conflict. It's more or less a preventative arrangement so that we do not allow industrial matters to evolve into major conflicts that would affect the ordinary citizens, the economy, and the quality of life for St. Lucians. So after this workshop, we are hoping that we will have a structure in place. So any issues that come up among these three parties, there will be dialogue. They will be able to resolve it before it's escalated into any major industrial dispute.
And the president of the St. Lucia Trade Union Federation views tripartite consultation as necessary for St. Lucia's industrial relations, noting that other Caribbean states uphold tripartite consultation and have reaped the benefits of such collaboration.
This workshop that we are having on the inception workshop in terms of setting up a tripartite mechanism for St. Lucia is very, very, very important. It is always necessary that employers, government, workers' organizations are meeting, discussing, understanding the issues of each other. In that way, when there is need for hard decisions to be made, it makes it a lot easier. We have seen many countries that have progress because of that kind of relationship. Some years ago when Barbados had some economic issues, it is because they had that kind of mechanism in place, they were able to weather the storm.
The president of the St. Lucia Employers Federation noted that this formalization will be the first of its kind in St. Lucia's history, whereas prior, this level of collaboration would have been initiated by crisis.
We've never had a formal mechanism set up that I'm aware of. We've had an opportunity to engage when there was a particular crisis that occurred a few years ago, or potential crisis. But once the crisis had passed, there was no actual formal setting up of the mechanism.
The establishment of formal lines of dialogue among the government, trade unions, and employers promotes inclusivity, accountability, and transparency in policy making as it relates to workers and employers. By the end of 2025, the tripartite mechanism will institutionalize sustainable and dignified lines of communication among the three parties of St. Lucia's world of work. For Choice News Now, I am Cianna Dalsan.